What is going on, everybody? My name is BLEEVES. This is Breakfast with BLEEVES. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the like button and leave a comment to let me know that you love Solana, which we're going to be talking about a lot today. There's a lot going on in this ecosystem, and we're going to check it out. I'm going to show you how you can bridge over and start trading today. Also, Ethereum is a mere 2 months or so away from another major upgrade called Dencun, and it appears that that's going to be factoring in with proto-dank sharding, which is going to create a reduction in the layer 2 rollups, and it'll scale the blockchain by increasing blob data. And speaking of blobs, Gary Gensler was interviewed just recently. Terraform Labs and the SEC have agreed on confidentiality terms as the trial approaches. You know, wink, wink, because they don't want you to know that American business committed crime, against Terraform Labs. Hong Kong says it's ready to accept spot crypto ETFs. An analyst says that he thinks that Rune is about to pop by about 200% over the next couple of weeks. Solana Saga phones are now on back order due to a what they called inventory management issue, and Solana is very, very close to breaking $100. So let's get into it. This is not financial advice, but I'm always right.
It's your boy BLEEVES. Everybody listen up. Let's get it. I'm trying to put money in your pocket. That crypto wallet. That bing bada bing ching ching big profit. Even when the market's sideways, I'm looking for ways to get paid. I'm checking my coins around breakfast, then again around bedtime. Bet this, it's not financial advice, but I'm always right. 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 Been around since the 80s and wasn't always cool, especially with the ladies. I was a damn fool. Dad was an alcoholic. Mama, she had to leave him. Grew up around the fighting, the fussing, cussing, and cheating. That's when I started breaking all of the rules, selling drugs and robbing people. I was kicked out of school. I was a bad kid, tearing shit up, sleeping on couches with 40 bottles and cigarette butts. Years go by and I got sick. Stage 4 lymphoma, how'd I get this shit? Lucky to be alive, so I changed my ways. I'm on that good life tip today. I'm looking for the good life, good life. Sitting on top of the world, I wanna be shining like diamonds and pearls. I want you to go there with me, girl. I'm looking for the good life, good life. Baby, we can have it all. We can make love out of waterfalls. I'm living that good life.
What is going on, everybody? I hope you're having a great morning. My name is BLEEVES. This is Breakfast with BLEEVES. We're here to talk about all of the good stuff in cryptocurrency. Hope you guys are tuned in. Hope you guys are ready. First of all, we're going to go look at our longs. Now, remember, we went long on a couple of different things. We're on Bitcoin right now. This is in Bitunix. If you haven't already, then you can sign up at the link in the description below. For Bitunix, we are up at 7.6% right now. It's $100. We put $100 in, and we're at 107.45 right now. So if you haven't already, go sign up for Bitunix. We are. I was going to take the profit up here at 44.5, but I figured I was going to hold on because I really think that it feels like we're getting into the. We're about to get into a big run on Bitcoin. I think maybe since this is expiry day, this might be one of the, because this is the last one, by the way. So if something dramatic were to happen on Bitcoin to the positive, then I think today would be the day for that to happen. The U.S. market is about to open up. So this would be the quote unquote one last hurrah, maybe a little something over the weekend. You might see something, but remember in the last week of this year, the holiday season, that last expiry, a lot of people are going to be on the sidelines because they're taking the final week off. So also, I think there's going to be some people exiting the market. So today is probably going to be the day that you're going to want to take profit. Also, if you remember, the thing that we did here is we went into the crypto RSI. We went to the crypto market RSI heat map, and we picked whatever was coming way down, and we chose that to get into. And the one that we got into over here were Maker and GMX, and we had where are we at here? We were doing this on the 24-hour, by the way. So GMX is pumping, by the way. We're up, I think 100% or near 100% right now. I'm not sure where it falls. I haven't looked yet. So now I'm just trying to find, if anybody sees it on the chart right now, then this will be the time to let me know, because I don't see it yet. Maker was back this way. Maker was sitting down here, which is when we picked it up. Excuse me. And I don't see Maker. GMX right here. You can see that right now. It's in the neutral zone, coming off of that weak bounce. So bounced up here, and we are at currently 98% profit on GMX. Now, the other one that we were in on was Maker, and I don't readily see Maker or where it's cooking to anyway. MKR. Now, the reason I was looking at MKR was because it was back over here, which made it easy to find. And now all of a sudden it looks like it might have moved a little bit on this list. So I don't know where it is. I mean, I guess I'm missing it here. It's not up here in the red zone. So I'm not seeing any reason to get out of it. So I think we're going to let that one ride a little bit longer. Now, it did take a moment before it started to move. It did take some time before it really started to get cooking, so to speak. So I figured we'll just hold on to it for a little while and see what happened. But when it started to rip, it really started to rip, and I'd be looking for one of these long candles here somewhere, but I'm just not seeing it. And I'm not seeing it in the 4-hour either. So, but anyway, so it's up 71% right now. So, so far the RSI thing, the RSI thing seems to be working out pretty well. So, I don't know what's going on here. I don't know who this is, by the way. So, yay. Oh, these guys are, I don't know. Anyway, so that's where we are right now. That's what each one of these things are looking like so far. Hoping that it's going to continue running. The overall market, as you can see right now, mostly in the green. 24-hour optimism up 27%. PEPE up 21%. Had a nice rip overnight. Arbitrum up 20. We've got Oasis, Algorand, Axelar, ICP, Tezos, Arweave, Graph, Polygon, Uniswap, FractShares, Solana, Lido, ETH Classic, Polkadot. These guys having a big run today. We got Maker actually showing up here at 4.28% in some of the top gainers. So shout out there. And now Ethereum. Ethereum is about to embark on its latest upgrade. The next upgrade is called Denkun. And for a lot of people, I've been talking to anybody who will have a quick discussion about it. And generally speaking, it's supposed to reduce the fees. It's supposed to reduce the fees. Well, now it says that it's going to reduce the fees on the layer 2 roll up. So on that, it seems like we might be seeing that Ethereum might still be in a bad position and may not be doing anything about it. And I think that it should be recognized and it should be noted that people are starting to get fed up. And the fact that Solana performs so well right now that that it's not, it's, look, I think that Ethereum is not in trouble, but they're going to be in trouble pretty soon. So, you know, I'd be a little bit nervous about what's going on with Ethereum. So, you know, that we'll see what happens there. But Terraform Labs and the SEC have agreed to a confidentiality as the trial approaches. Now, if you didn't know, the SEC sued Terraform Labs, and they filed this claim right here. Now, the Jed Rakoff, who is the presiding judge, who also, by the way, ignored Judge Annalisa Torres' ruling about XRP not being a security when, in fact, bought by consumers, ratified a protective order today. This order stipulates that both parties are restricted from publicly disclosing confidential materials. Additionally, the court will seal discovery documents tagged as confidential until the commencement of the trial. Now, for those of you that don't remember, Jump Trading filed an emergency motion into this hearing, being compelled by Terra Luna by the Terra Luna Terraform Labs to reveal whether or not they were the team or one of the teams, along with Citadel Securities and FTX, that were Alameda Research, I guess I should say, that were responsible for the death spiral that broke the Terra and Luna ecosystem. So Rakoff indicated a low probability of sanctioning requests to unseal these documents, though he didn't elaborate on the specific reasons for the confidentiality, other than citing good cause for the decision. Now, why is there good cause for the decision? Most probably because these companies actually did it, and he doesn't want it to get out into the public right now that all of this stuff happened. And why would he not want to? Well, the reason that he wouldn't want that to happen is because they're trying to prosecute Do Kwon for actions committed by him in the destabilizing of Terra, the ecosystem. So to have a whole bunch of people out here actually having been involved is going to throw a wrench in the SEC scheme. And what you, if nothing else, what you should have seen by now is that Jed Rakoff appears to be bought and sold by the SEC or by banks in many different ways, because a lot of the stipulations, a lot of the rulings that he's done, he's made sure to let people know that he is anti-cryptocurrency. Now, he will probably, if asked, tell you, I'm not anti-cryptocurrency, but the SEC is that it's rife with scams and shit like that. So I would be watching this one. I think the fix is in. So yeah. Anyway, Gary Gensler was recently interviewed, and spoiler alert, his eyes didn't reach out of his head and attack somebody. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's kind of wild. And I don't know what is buy some. It's on the open market. You can buy all you want. I'm pretty sure that token's still around. So wild people. Anyway, guys, if people start talking about Keanu Inu, just ban them. This is, by the way, for those of you that don't know, that was the first token that I was ever in. I bought like when it launched originally. So it's a little bit weird. But now we've got, oh, this is going, you know what this is? This is going on Twitter. These wild ass people are doing this on Twitter. Who knows? Anyway, so the SEC says, and Gary Gensler says that the crypto has a history of non-compliance. He says much of the focus is on addressing a field that's rife with fraud and where some companies fail to protect their consumers against wash trading or other issues. It's a view he's reiterated a number of times, pointing to the bankruptcies of the past 18 months or so as an example. Examples like the one that he didn't find, which was FTX. Guys, don't forget who this man is. While he has a deep respect for the investing public, Gensler told CoinDesk he does not believe crypto investors are receiving appropriate disclosures from the various projects that may be buying tokens for. There are far too many frauds and bankruptcies out there, he said, which, I mean, fair enough. Within the crypto remit, Gensler said some of his concerns include companies commingling customer funds, which, by the way, has shown up multiple times, and trading against their own customers, which has also showed up multiple times. As a matter of fact, that's one of the reasons that Binance was in the crosshairs, because they were doing that. The SEC is reviewing a number of outstanding rules that might affect the crypto industry, although he said he wouldn't prejudge them when asked about how he looked at one. As an example, he highlighted entrepreneurs in the sector a number of times. There's entrepreneurs have followings on Reddit, on Medium. It's also 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. He also questioned the real value proposition of most of the tokens he sees as crypto securities. If there's a good service, we can understand that. What's the value proposition of actually having a decentralized token? Many of these projects are just speculative investment contracts, he said. Even Bitcoin, which is widely seen as a commodity, is speculative, he said. Investors should be wary. They should be careful. They should be ready to lose 100% of their assets. If you can find a website, if you can read about them in CoinDesk, it's likely that you're making a bet on these entrepreneurs. Gary Gensler still going after crypto. And by the way, at some point, we do have to recognize that he's not wrong about a lot of this stuff that he's talking about. He's not really too far off in some of the things that he's, speaking about. So, it's a little crazy here. So anyway, Hong Kong says it's ready to accept spot crypto ETF applications, which means that we've got another big market, the Chinese market, which is very soft in its approach on a banned item, which is cryptocurrency. They're a little bit more open all of this sudden, starting in Hong Kong, but we'll see how far that extends, obviously. By the way, I think Ethereum is starting to get a nice big pump going. We're going to look at the ETH BTC pairing in just a second, and I think that we might be at the start of an altcoin season. So stay tuned for that. And finally, before we get into some Solana news, because we're going to be talking about Solana for a bit here, Analyst says he could see one top 50 altcoin explode 230% in 2 months and hit new record highs. And he's talking about this Calio, and he's talking about Thor. Bought the dip and started a position on Rune. If there's anything I've learned over the past several months, it's don't fade momentum. If this manages to break above HTF, which is the high time frame resistance, I could easily see it making a run to new all-time highs. So it is currently the 50th largest crypto asset by market cap, and we're going to go check that out in just a moment over here. So the Thor Rune token right here on the 1 hour time frame, what he's referring to is there is a level of resistance. This is the perpetual, so we're going to have to get a longer. One here, and we'll do a non-perpetual pairing with Binance. There we go. That takes us to 2021. Okay, so we're good there. Now, we're looking at this long-term trend line right here. And as you can see, it's having a breakout. So after breaking out, then the question becomes, is there a retest on it? And it looks like it might be going into a retest. So what you do is you're going to play the breakout, right? So it really seems like if you can put yourself in a decent leverage position or just go long on it and don't use leverage, it looks like Rune has an opportunity to get on a big run. And let's not forget, Rune's maximum value was $22.14 in the top of the bull market. So there is a big run left over here, especially at $5.40. It did run up to $7.29 locally. What is this? 19 days ago. So 19 days ago, it was trading at $7.29, retracing down to $5.44. Could be something where there is an option. On the heat map over here, I haven't seen Rune clock in at a low RSI or anything like that. The Rune RSI right now is around neutral. So as a matter of fact, let's do a Let's pop up a boom, boom, boom. RSI right now at this point hovering at about 40, about 50. It's hovering at about 50. So it's got a 48.81. So it's probably still a little bit. It's going to be in this little range right here, which is where we should find Rune. Oh, we're on the 24-hour. I think this is day chart. Yeah, we're on the day. So we're looking at Rune to be kind of like right in this little range right here in the middle, neutral zone. So if you're using any sort of leverage or anything on Rune, then I would highly recommend look for whether or not it's going to have a dip and head down just a little bit. But I don't see it on here right now. I might not be seeing some of this. Maybe my eyes just have broken or something, because I couldn't find Maker here a little while ago, and I see plenty of tokens out here, but I don't see anything. No, I don't see anything over here that's telling me. All right, well, I can't find Rune, so I must be blind or something today. Like I'm looking at the wrong spot. So, but anyway, it looks like Rune is scheduled for a breakout. So, shout out if you don't. I'm going to go long on Rune. I'm not going to do it right now. I'm going to let the longs that we already have go. I'm going to let them play out a little bit. I'm going to hold on to the Bitcoin long that we have a little bit longer, and I'm going to stick with 44.7 as a take profit area, and then from there, I think that that should be fine. So, but if you're doing spot trading, then I would say Rune, you're probably not in a bad position on Rune at any spot, anywhere right now. What he's looking for as a breakout is going to be into this range right here, where I've got my right. Right there, right under the top. It's going to be, he's going to be predicting it coming in right under that top right there. So around about that range is going to be right where he thinks this is going to break out to over the next 60 days. So seems like could be a good long-term hodl for you if you've got the capital to just kind of sit on it for a little while. Remember, there's always risk with any one of these, but in general, this looks like it's been a pretty dominant play in the Cosmos ecosystem. In fact, it's one of the top performing assets in all of Cosmos. Not to be outdone, however, Optimism is absolutely breaking out at this point. If you bought Optimism in October for $1, it's now up to $3 as of today. So Optimism having a nice breakout. And of course, Crow continues to kind of churn around $1. Still fighting for that breakout. Remember, I told you guys this is what I thought was getting ready to happen to it, that it was going to break out to about 19 cents. It's now, in fact, look at this. We did this probably a month ago, I want to say. Like we did this, well, maybe 2 weeks ago. We did this 2 weeks ago, and I said, if it's based on the pattern that it's been playing out at, if it does what it was supposed to have done here previously, then it'll wick up and it'll come back down. It wicked up, it came back down. Now it's following this trend, and it's actually playing out that Crow might be on the move and in a big way. Now that doesn't mean that it's going to happen. It just means that this looks like it's following a pattern and it's repeating. So if that happens, then shout out to anybody who got in on that. Crypto market cap starting to capitulate and come down. Looks like Bitcoin is coming down hard right now. When I say hard, that's all relative. It's just coming down hard in this hour with a nice red candle. However, I don't know that I'm concerned yet. I think there's a little bit of buy pressure that maintains right now. So I don't think that we're going to see too much downside, but you never know in this market what the liquidity sweep is going to end up being. So if we come over here, you can see, like the logical move here is to rip into 44,007 still. this downward momentum on the 24-hour. Maybe we're sweeping down into this lower 43.1, but it still looks like 44.7 is the one. Like that's where most of the money is kind of sitting right now. So we'll see what happens here. Maybe a sweep down to 43.150, it looks like, as a potential spot. Now, it could also be that you get a larger, much larger sort of sweep, and we'll go to a higher time frame here, and your major levels here are going to be 42,009. So you might see a rip way down, leading into a lot of this in these ranges. So we'll keep an eye on it. Still continuing its way down, but again, I've done this quite a few times over the last 24 hours of these big rips down and then another big rip back up. You know, it doesn't seem to be, it seems to be ranging quite a bit, which, by the way, is breakout potential. You look at minting new high or new lows each and every time. So if it's doing that, then it should be in good shape because people are coming in and they're buying at a little bit higher price every single time. Unless that breaks down, as soon as that breaks down, that's stop loss right there, I guess, and get ready to go from there. But again, Ethereum still up big time on the day. Broke outside of that channel we talked about last night or yesterday, and it could be that Ethereum is having its own little breakout right now. So we'll see what happens. We'll keep watching that. But Solana Saga phones are now on back order because of inventory management issues. So we'll see how that goes. If you've ordered a phone, you know, you might be waiting for a little while. And Solana is inching closer to $100 million or $100, and it's overtaken BNB in market cap rankings, which is just phenomenal. Like this is one of those big time. Look, I think that it should be noted that Solana is, and there it is right there. They're back under because it's dropped back down to $92, but it had for a little while overtaken BNB. And look at BNB on the rip again, 267. Remember, we were talking about picking this up at $210. So, you know, it does, by the way, seem like we're getting at the start of that altcoin season. I don't think that we have it yet. I think we got one more run for Bitcoin, and I think that run is going to be massive. But if we look at the chart here, 55. So it looks like we're getting closer and closer and closer to that altcoin season. Not the highest that we've been in a while. That was actually a couple of days ago when some of these things started to really rip. But we're getting very close. So if this continues on this path, then we're going to be seeing an altcoin season come very soon. And then things are going to get real interesting. So keeping an eye on that. But the big thing is, how do you trade on, and let's get to, how do you trade on Solana? If you have ever wondered, and you're seeing all of the gains that people are making on these meme coins and these tokens that are trading in this ecosystem, then I'm here to show you exactly how to navigate. And the first thing that you're going to need to do is find a crypto wallet. You're going to need a wallet. The wallet that I've chosen is called Talisman. Now, there are quite a few different wallets that you can use, but what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to come over here to a place called Jupiter, and it's an aggregator, and it's called jup.ag. And you're going to want to bridge, and you're going to want to bridge some assets from Ethereum to Solana. So you're going to do Solana. Let's connect a wallet here. We're going to start with, I'm just going to connect my Coinbase wallet, and we're going to get, whoops. So first thing up is you're going to come to the Jupiter. And by the way, Coinbase, I think the Coinbase wallet might be compliant with it. So let's make sure, by the way, Coinbase wallet, Solana. Coinbase wallet allows you to create up to 15 sub-wallets linked to one recovery phrase on your Ethereum and Solana wallet. So yeah, you can use a Solana wallet here. So we're going to come over here. And now that we're connected, we are going to boom. There we are. Okay, so we got our address in here, and we're going to be looking at USDT. And we're going to bridge 100 USDT on over here, and then we can use the all bridge core, and we're going to convert it from Ethereum USDT to Solana USDT, which is going to give us, and this is going to give you your rates, by the way. This gives you available quotes. This Jupiter aggregator makes this stuff a lot easier for you. So we're going to move it over. Core all bridge right here is going to make that transaction. So we're going to send. Oops, we got to connect the wallet again. All right, so we're connected there, and we're going to send $100 over. So we're going to network fee on this is going to be $5. And as soon as we're done, we'll have $100 over here on the Solana chain in order to do this. Should be easy enough to do. You can also use a Phantom wallet, and there are a list, by the way, of Solana wallets that you can use. Just pick one and go with it. And because, by the way, we're doing this from Ethereum, you'll notice that it is taking a moment to go through. And the reason for that is because it's Ethereum. So now we've got it bridged over. So now the next step is you're going to come over here. We're done with that. Now you can come over to Solscan, and you can look at solscan.io, solscan.io. And this gives you an idea of all of the NFTs, all of the DeFi stuff that you can trade. Here's the liquidity in the pools. Here's the different tokens. Here's different things that you can trade. And you can look at the top market pairs, and it gives you a ranking just like Dex Tools gives you. Number one is the Solana USDC pairing, and then there's USDC, and then there's Solana Perpetual with. So you can come over here and always check. And then, of course, any transaction, because it's the scanner, you can pop it in and check it out. But then birdseye.so is the place where you come and start looking at the trending tokens, and you're looking to find new gem tokens. And in fact, I guess I should point this out. If you come over here, you can come down, and I think Solana is also over here on Dex Tools if you want to use that one. So you can come over here to Solana, and then number one is ANALOS, then OMNI, Ray, WIF, Sol, AI, with another WIF, and Silly, and then Bonk. Bonk still trending up there at the top. So you can also go over here and, of course, go to the live new pairs, and then you can start finding your own Solana tokens. But we're over here looking for like gem tokens to try to trade. You can see Pants here went up 22,000%. You can see Omni was 46,000%. And you can see the Nikkei is at 3,476. And then you have the people who were trading here today, and you can see that their 7-day P&L is 1.17 million, 500,000, 473,000, 408,000. There are a lot of people out here making a lot of money off of the Solana ecosystem. So shout out to those guys. You can also look at the trades that are happening, and just figure it out. Like, go through this. You can there's a huge list. Here's the top gainers. You can look at that. Is up 2 million%. RSF is up 1 million%. Dog with Hat is up 131,000. Omni. Then there's one out here called Miro, I think, that was a big one not too long ago. And then here's Gary at 9,000%. So you're just looking for something. You're looking for new pairs, new opportunities. And when you find one, when you get one of these tokens, then the next thing that you want to do is LFNTY. So we're gonna pick this one, not because we're gonna invest in it, not because we're gonna make a play on it, just because we want to look at it. So we've got this one, and now there we go. So we're going to take the address over here, and we're going to copy the address, and now we're going to go into rugcheck.xyz. we're going to put in the address, and we're going to do a check on it. And it's going to load us a score, and it's going to give us a risk analysis, and it's going to tell us red. This one's a dangerous one. It's going to tell you that there's no token metadata found. Single holder ownership is over 52%. Top 10 holders, high ownership. There's high ownership, large amounts of LP unlocked, low amount of LP providers, and low liquidity, only 6. This is basically going to end up being a rug pull, is what it looks like. So do not invest in this. But you can go right over here to rugcheck.xyz, and it will tell you whether or not this is a good token. So now, once we've decided on one of these tokens, and we're definitely not going with that one, but we're going to check out Nikkei. Nikkei has a double top here, so we're probably going to avoid that one. It minted less than 24 hours ago. Here's the percentages in that 24-hour window. So we're probably going to avoid something like that. We're going to move back here. Highest volume in 24 hours. Here's where you can go to find more. And maybe we'll stop over here and we'll do some live new pairs. Live new pairs over here on Solana Exchange. We're looking for what has let's see. We've got this one's got 11,000 in it. Bonk Christmas. We've got AI Anal. We've got No Cap. We've got these are by the way, these are not high, but Dog with Bra. And we've got another MVU that's popping up with a little bit of, we're looking for stuff with Solana in it because we want to have a little bit of liquidity in it. Total liquidity is sitting right here. So on the new pools, we've got Anal OS, Elon, EURC. We're going to look at how long it's been out, by the way. This one right here actually looks pretty good. This is GIF, 35 minutes it's been out, and it's got $87,000 in liquidity. So let's pop in this one. It's called Jupiter with Hat. And you can see here that it's got the Doge. It's got the horrible Doge candle. Everybody seems to, the Doji, people have been selling off quite a bit. So looks like we're still looking. Yeah, MetaMask does support Solana. It looks like we're still looking. So we're going to find more gems. We're going to click on Find Gems here. And we're going to look at what's trending number one, all the way down here to Bonk. Bonk is already 104 million 24-hour volume, USDT with the big volume, of course, obviously. 24-hour trades, we're looking for total value locked. We're looking at, there's Phantom PEPE that we have right now. And there's FC UK, and then we have OMNI here, and then we have Elfinity. So, guys, we're going to go through here, and we're going to look for some. I'm not just going to jump into one just to go for it. Definitely want to look and see if I can find one on this network. But when you find one on this network, you're going to come back to jup.ag after having bridged over, and then you're going to hit swap over here. And then you're going to connect, you're going to have your wallet connected, and you'll have your, we're going to disconnect that wallet, and then we're going to reconnect our Coinbase. All right. So then we're connected again. Now, we'll be able to buy whatever it is, and I'll look at this, but this is also the front page of Solana. So if you ever want to connect, you can see your portfolio. And this is step.finance, and you'll be able to connect your wallet. You can use MetaMask over here if you want to. It does connect. And I don't have anything with MetaMask, so we're not going to do that. But then after we get done with that, this is your Fluxbot. Now, if you haven't done it before and you haven't used like SparkBot or something like that, this is similar to SparkBot for Volt. Fluxbot's the #1 Solana Telegram trading bot, the ultimate Telegram bot for traders on the move. And you can pop into here, click to start. It's going to take you into this Telegram, and then you'll be able to from there, follow the instructions, and you'll be able to do some trading. So there you go. That's pretty much it. That's what you got to do for Solana. Now, time to get back over here into our normal world. And by the way, for those of you that haven't been paying attention, guess what? I got a contest. What's going on, guys? Cryptonomy has big news. I am part of a promo event, upping the game until January 1st with a chance to win Solana prizes. So you can dive in right now. The way that you do this is going to be very simple. I'll put the links in the description down below. Join the launch pool for an assured bonus of 0.5 to 50 Solana added to your wallet balance. Upgrade your account by 1 or more levels and secure a bonus from 1 to 10 Solana, and then elevate your crypto experience by checking me out. To participate, follow Cryptonomy_Fi. Deposit money at cryptonomy.finance. Like and retweet this, and then tag 3 friends who love Solana. The link to the tweet's going to be down below. Let's go check out what we've done so far. Total earnings so far, 0.0004 off a 24% APR. Fixed APR, a little more aggressive. You can see that right here. The Tether earnings so far, $172. The XRP, 154 XRP. Ethereum, 0.06 Ethereum. Bitcoin, 0.005 Bitcoin. Massive gains on that 76% long time. This is the one that's going to last for 1 year. This is the 6-month right here, 0.006 gained so far. And then we've got the final one, which was a 6-month staking, 0.005. I put a little bit more in for that one, by the way. So that's why it's coming out better. And then the launch pool. This is my positions on the launch pool. We got into the bronze details so far. My accrued interest, $19,640. Now, I know what you might be saying to yourself, like, that is ridiculous. What is going on right here? And it's actually very simple. I'm in the bronze class. All of these things that have been launching all of this time, look at the multipliers. These guys are handling the multipliers for you to protect your yields. Inspect 18x yield. These market caps are starting to creep up. You got one here, 1.2 with the earn. That was the one that we got at the beginning of the year. So a lot going on over here. A lot of earnings to be had, guys. Check out cryptonomy.finance today. All right, so it looks like somebody's got a call here. Crypto Guy 1976 says CARTEL meme going to rip on Solana. So when we get done with this, I'm going to go check that one out. Matter of fact, let's go into CARTEL right now, and let's see if we can find it on Solana. We've got it right here. Has 93,000 in liquidity right now. Looks like okay, so if there's a future in it, by the way, for those of you that are not recognizing the signs, you see the original pop, then you see the retest right here, you see the rejection, then you see the glory pump right there, and then you see the absolute capitulation, then you see the secondary bounce, and now you're coming back down one more time. This is where things start to rip and go really big to the upside if they are destined to go to the upside. So definitely check that out. Total market cap, 219,000. Liquidity is 93,000. So it's entirely possible that these things just kind of, they'll take on the life of their own, of course. And you got this one right here, like this continuing to move right here, 58 million market cap with 884,000 in liquidity. Looks like it dipped all the way down to 30489. And then just keeps getting bought back up. And it looks like, look, there's a lot of activity happening right now on this blockchain. So you might be seeing a lot of trade volume here. As a matter of fact, OmniCat right here has 3 million in liquidity, or 3.25 million market cap, and it has 279,000 in liquidity, and it just got started. So this is, if you were looking for something, this is one that's brand new. Could be getting ready to have a rip right now. As a matter of fact, you're seeing a lot of buy pressure coming in. I'm seeing a lot of buys coming in right now. We're watching OmniCat continue to pump itself back up, and it looks like they're buying the dip. Now, fib retracement says that we are in the 0.76, so it looks like we hit the area. We're in the golden pocket, and it looks like the next step is the moon, I guess. So and it continuing to pump. 7 Solana just went in. 5 Solana just went in. Continuing to get buys. So Omni looks like it might also be one. ready for a quick breakout. Now it's up to 6,000. So a lot of volatility on it. So there you go. But now let's get into where we are. GMX is at 4673. Where does that put us? I want to say if it's like 100%, I should probably just take it. We're at 91% and 67% on both of those trades. So let them ride for just a little bit longer. So anyway, over here, we got Ben up 20% on the day. As you guys know, I'm now partnered with BenCoin. We'll be talking a lot about that. We've got another Spaces tonight. We'll be talking about, if you have any questions that you want to ask, you can certainly come ask your questions about BenCoin. On the chart, by the way, for BenCoin, let's take a quick look here. We've got a boom. So we had a standard reversal, bounced off of the 786 right here at about 8,200, and now it's coming back down. I think the retest comes in at about 77. If it responds well off of this retest, then we're probably heading up to that drop a zero area. It's a long way off, so it might be a little bit of rejection and a little bit of fighting still in this region, but sentiment is changing. Ben is off today and will be off, I want to say until Tuesday. And you see new content coming in on Tuesday. Probably see stuff over the weekend, but good to see that there's not necessarily getting some closure, but a little more positive activity for Ben. So that's good for all investors who are Ben holders. Advantis is up 1737. Not exactly a breakout, but Advantis has not been this high. And let's scroll back here. It's been a long time since we've seen Advantis at this level. So Advantis is at the last time it was at this level was September. So it's higher than it was in September. So this is going to be a local high. Going to reject right here, 2,400 basically. So if it gets on a nice little run and we get and by the way, for those of you that don't know, Advantis is a high security protocol. So if you ever want to look at your cryptos, you can always come to Advantis, and then on the web here, Advantis AI, and you can use Outlook, and you can go in and it will tell you, here's the scanner right here. And you can just absolutely scan any crypto that you want, and it will let you know whether or not it's likely to be a rug pull or it's not likely to be a rug pull. Very necessary in the space. PEPE having another rip again. I told you guys the other day, like it's stair-stepping its way, that it's just a matter of time before it takes off. And at 1,200, that's about a 20% rip. So congratulations if you got in. DUBX, I don't know what's going on. I know all of these people got banned on X, so I don't know how that's playing out or why that's playing out or anything like that. SHIB 1062, gold is trading at 68.10, bone at 77.32, volt at 43.29. Volt was holding on for a while, but as you can see right now, really had that breakdown on the longer time frames. I want to say this is probably the breakout area right here. So we're in the golden pocket right now. Bounced off of the support. So I would expect to see another move up by Volt. Not sure how far it's going to go. Again, by the way, when it started to rip, when we saw some big pump going on with Volt just recently, the secondary part to that was we also saw we also saw CoinRabbit selling off again with that 5277 address. So not sure what's going on there, but there we go. We got diamond hands in the house right now. Have you seen autism on Injective? I have not. My cock is not doing well, according to CoinsCheck. And that, by the way, was an Avalanche token, which was actually, it ripped. It absolutely blew up. We're gonna do Avalanche next, by the way. So that's gonna be one of the next ones that we talk about on this. And by the way, we'll break this down so that in case you want to watch this, you can watch this as a how-to on Solana. But The other ones are on the way down here. AVEC Pay. Going to do a giveaway on AVEC Pay, giving away $500 in AVEC tokens to anybody who is currently a holder. We'll be announcing a giveaway on the channel right now. You'll notice that there's some buys. There's some buy pressure coming in here from, this was way down here a long time ago, and really about 10x from that spot just in the last month or two. So PROMETHEUM Prodigy, it double bottom. Now it looks like it's about to triple bottom. And a triple top. Like, look, it's retested 3 times and it's rejected every single time. It looks like it's found a top. So you're gonna have to create some new wallets and make it look like it's breaking out to get new investors attracted to it, I would think, because you still only have that many holders that are holding an $11 million market cap with $2 million in liquidity, 1.16. Guys, you know it when you see it. LILLIAN Finance, 1202. WAGMI down to 2109. Still not where I want to get back in. I'm still waiting for this move down here to retest that trend line. And if it comes down in here, I become a buyer again, because then I've made a nice profit off of it and I can buy a bigger bag for that next move back to the upside. And then GROK continuing to just kind of wane. By the way, this is what you were looking for on that CARTEL. If you were to look at this, by the way, matter of fact, this becomes the perfect example. This is what you saw when we were talking before about what was happening with that CARTEL. The only thing is you have to take out this part. So from over here, this is what the CARTEL token looked like. You got your initial, you got your pump, then you got your retest, and then you got your Hail Mary test, and then you have the dump that came right after that, and that's where CARTEL is sitting right now. And came down here, and this rejected and went to another all-time high. So if CARTEL is going to do it, then it's in the range of where that would happen. So I don't know that it will, but I do know that that's the way it should play out. So I'll be looking at this, by the way, in members only chat. And if you're not a member, by all means, you should become a member. Become a member of the channel. And by the way, new background. I got Ben over here. I got my Volted Dragon over here. I got Bull, and I got the City of Chicago over here. So I'm adding some old stuff into the background. But if you are a member of the channel, then we're going to be talking about what the next plays are. I was wanting to hold out for 100% profit on those RSIs and just wanted to keep playing those for a while. So you're probably going to see me posting in members only about the ones that I'm playing. So far we did GMX and we did Maker. And on the 24-hour, it looks like MBL right here, SNT. Not a fan of SNT, so we may skip that one. But JTO just came down into this range right here. JTO might be on the might be in the cards right now because it's coming down into this range off of some sort of sell-off, whatever's going on. So I'll let you know after I look at that, and we'll figure it out, and then we'll see what happens. But now you know how to do Solana. And good luck to you guys. This is not financial advice. My name is BLEEVES. I'm always right. We got Chicago Bears content coming out, Brian, if you are interested. I got a bunch of stuff that's going on right now. And a lot of people are coming forward right now saying Justin Fields needs to stay. But it's going to be for Ryan Poles to decide. Anyway, we'll talk to you again, guys. And if we don't, and I don't see you again, until then, you have a Merry Christmas. And don't forget, there's crypto wallets down below if you want to give BLEEVES a gift, because it's Christmas, bro. So anyway, we'll talk to you again very, very soon.
I'm looking for the good life, good life. Sitting on top of the world, I want to be shining like